seen on the road since the
a bike?
the snow. Yeah,
if there's a bike on the road, they surely can open the schools.
My street still has ice.
They went out and did an investigation, and they blamed it on snowcrete.
Mm-hmm.
And that many of the schools, multiple schools
Yeah.
within the district, still have snowcrete.
Yeah.
They can't send the children to school and have them slip and fall on the snowcrete. That sounds like a lawsuit.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
What's this is gonna be up in the 40s
Today 40s. Tomorrow. They gotta go back next week.
Next week they'll be back. Monday they'll be back. Also,
can you imagine being off from school for 2 weeks randomly, unexpectedly?
Oh, that would be incredible. I prayed for times like this. You hate to see other people living your dreams, man. That's some good stuff. It's been long enough though. I think my wife is ready to go back to work, and she hates going back to work. That's how long they've been out.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's actually insane.
But can you imagine, like, just unexpectedly, we get 2 weeks off?
No, I'd be so mad because I'd want to be on vacation.
Like, what would you even do?
If I'm off, I want to travel.
You're just at the house. You can't plan anything.
Yeah.
Although I guess you can't go anywhere either. That's the other part of it. So even if you were like, oh, I'm at the house 2 weeks ago, right? Oh, the snow has come in. Oh, I'm at the house. Let's just do something quick. Let's just take a quick drive to Nashville or take a quick drive to New Orleans. Like take a quick drive to Hot Springs or something like that. You can't even do that. You're just in the city.
You're just in it.
And nothing is open in the city because everybody is closed.
Well, everything's open in the city.
Well, now everything is open.
Like this week, everything would have been open. And I think that's fair. Like last week, you would sleep. For 5 days. I would sleep for 5 days. And now I would venture out and be like, wow, it sure is crazy that I don't have to venture out into the one thing I'm supposedly mandated to participate in. But I can go get a nice little lunch at my favorite spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, mandated.
What was the song?
It was a Karol G song. Do I know the name of it? Absolutely not. Do I know a single lyric that she sang? Absolutely not. But I'm listening to Spanish music.
Why?
I don't know. It popped up and it was a good song. What's up, everybody? It is Thursday, February 5th. Going to be a good day. It's a big day. Jessica Benson with you from the Grind City Media Studios in Memphis, Tennessee. CJ Hurt behind the glass. Coming up on today's show, a Grizzlies win in Sacramento and a happy trade deadline day to all who celebrate. We will get into it all throughout today's show. Teresa Walker will join us. We'll get her takes on the Grizzlies' big move so far, along with a little Super Bowl preview because that's coming up on Sunday. In honor of the Super Bowl, we are drafting best Super Bowl party foods. We will fill in the rest as we go along. NBA trade deadline, Winter Olympics started. We've already had a game postponed in the Winter Olympics, and curling was on my TV at 3:30 in the morning today. We'll do some Theater Thursday as well. It is a Thursday. You know what we say. Open the schools. Open the schools.
Grizzlies fans know it's the team that gives you the edge. Big River Steel does too. And much like the Grizzlies have recruited legendary talent, we want you to be part of our team. Are you ready to be part of something legendary? Then visit www.bigriversteel.com. That's www.bigriversteel.com.
I risk my life to tell y'all these truths.
Cat Williams is back. Brand new material, a new tour, and the same legendary laughter he's delivered for decades.
Nick Cannon got 136 children, Jesus. Did you know that?
Always classic, always Cat.
White people are friendly. You can call them at 3 o'clock in the morning with the wrong number and they won't even be mad at you. Hello? No, I'm sorry. No Shaquita here.
The Golden Age Tour, March 6th in FedEx Forum. Get tickets at Ticketmaster.com.
Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing beats catching your Grizzlies IRL, and nobody knows that better than you. So next time you want to hit up a game, Ticketmaster's got your back with tickets to every upcoming matchup. Whether you're catching the Grizzlies at home or on the road, you'll find tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Keep putting that jersey collection to use and get Grizzlies tickets today. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside again soon, Memphis.
How are you able to release and have an instrumental song become a huge deal?
And I forget who the disc jockey was, but he put the wrong side on. He put the green onions by mistake. and played the B side instead of the A side.
No!
And that's when the change happened. These people started to call the station and say, play that song again.
The Chris Vernon Show, live on weekdays at noon on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Now that's the new edition way.
But I feel like there's another level we can take it to.
What you think, Mike?
2 steps ahead of you, Slick.
What's good, bro?
What you doing, man?
I'm in.
Woman, you don't even know what I'm getting ready to ask you.
Here's the vision. All 3 of us on the same stage every night.
Gonna be crazy.
No barriers, no separation.
It'll be like 9 kings and a queen.
The next level starts now.
Oh, start it over.
Feels great to feel the sunshine. Gotta own the day like it's all mine. Just got paid in his own time. Been working hard, I've been on the grind. I deserve this feeling, having my way. I've been on this healing. This is my day. The sun's out, let's have a little fun now. I wanna let it all out. That's what it's all about. Cause I deserve this feeling, having my way. I deserve this healing. This is my day.
Grind City Media presents The Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt. Live from the Grind City Media Studios on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday. One day closer to Friday. 6 hours away from the NBA trade deadline. It is trade deadline day. This is the kind of show, CJ, where our rundown could be deleted at any moment, could go up in smoke, up in flames. Who knows what will happen over the course of the next 90 minutes, but we will be here as we count down to the trade deadline at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, 2 p.m. local Memphis Central Time. In the meantime, the Grizzlies played a real-life basketball game last night. Well, about that. No, don't play the music. Don't play the music. No, I know usually I'm like, you know what we do when the Grizzlies win the game? I'm very sorry. We don't have highlights this morning. I know. It just felt weird, all right? The timing was weird. It was a 9 p.m. start. Wonderful social media Steven messaged me at the start of the game, and he said, highlights? And I said, let's do a highlight hiatus through the trade deadline, just in case, because I wouldn't want to do all that work that late into the night, only for it to be derailed this morning. So you will have to imagine the highlights from last night. Imagine Ty Jerome. Imagine Cam Spencer. And in the words of Herm Edwards, you play to win the game. You try to tell Cam Spencer that he's supposed to be T-wording it. You try to tell him. I don't want to try to tell him. He'd look at you like you were crazy. Yeah, T-wording it. I don't say that dirty word on this show. It's a gross word. People yesterday were like, oh, you don't want to say the T word? Yeah, no, because at times you play a team that is incapable of winning, a la the Sacramento Kings. And also, when you put professional athletes on the court, on the field, on whatever, it is really hard to tell them, hey, can you go lose this game? And last night, Ty Jerome was not going to lose that game. He is a 20-minute microwave at the moment for this team, and the zombie Grizz beat the Kings 129 to 125. The beam is ours. The Grizzlies are streaking, CJ. 2 wins in a row.
When's the last time he did that?
2025. Okay. First streak of 2026. What a wildly weird few weeks for this team, but a nice win in the midst of an emotional roller coaster, and you are allowed to feel however you want about the win, but I thought it was nice to see. I fell asleep midway through the third quarter after, I think it was Neat Clifford hit a pair of free throws that made it a 1-point game. Grizzlies had been up 8 in the third. It was down to 1, and I was like, man, this Kings team is bad. I don't know if you can lose to them, but I will find out in the morning because I had to close my eyes My husband was crashing out next to me, like sincerely crashing out about the Warriors getting Kristaps Porzingis in return for Jonathan Kuminga and Buddy Hield. I swear I went to sleep to the sounds of Chris Luther just muttering to himself over and over again. Does he even play? Can he even play? Will he even play?
17 games? Has he played 20? I don't think Porzingis has played 20 games.
So.
I think he played like 17.
In a perfect world, cool fit for the Warriors. In a real world, does he even play? And certainly, he is not Giannis Antetokounmpo. Grizzlies fans take solace that a Warriors fan went to bed last night legitimately saying, man, somebody free Steph Curry. Do you know what mental place one has to get to? I swear, my husband loves Steph Curry more than he loves me. I'm fine with that. It's fine. I get it. I understand. He knew him longer. He knew him longer.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm 20. What year was Curry drafted?
Was he not 12? 13?
It's right around the same time.
Yeah, I thought y'all came into existence in his life.
Were
at the
we
same
drafted?
time.
No, he was. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
08?
You made my brain feel like I was being dumb.
Okay.
No, 2009.
Nine.
He was 2009. So three-year advantage. But Chris
He
Luther
didn't
last
get
night.
good
Chris
till
Luther
2012,
last night.
2013, though.
Free Steph Curry.
Oh, man.
Free him. He doesn't deserve this. This man watches his Warriors win how many championships? And it's not enough. Just remember, it's never enough.
Hey, winning,
Greed.
man. You got to win
The kind of
all
greed
the time.
you talk about in the Bible. But I did. I had to close my eyes because I couldn't continue to watch Grizzlies Kings into the wee hours while also listening to Chris listen to a Warrior. I had the two conflicting sounds of Pete and Brevin coming off the TV and some random Warriors podcast, like emergency podcast, in my other ear. So I woke up, I watched the 40-point fourth quarter this morning, and it was fun. Like, it was fun to watch. And forgive me for enjoying watching the team that I follow and the team that I care about win a basketball game. And for all those players on the court, it meant something. Like, it has been an emotional, I won't even say just few days, it's been an emotional couple of weeks. And so between the win at home against the Timberwolves the other night, getting a win over the Kings, it never feels good to lose to the Kings. Now you have the Jazz and the Wizards apparently trying to win, but the Kings, you can rely on that. That doesn't feel good. That's not a team that feels good to lose to. And to the Grizzlies' credit, they didn't. Ty Jerome in 3 games has been tremendous. 67 points, 21 assists. In 3 games, that comes out to an average of 22 and 7. He's doing it in 20 minutes a night as he continues to be on a minutes restriction. 3 games in a row where the turnovers have been down for the Grizzlies in totality. Gee, I wonder why. I wonder what happens when you get a true point guard out there running this thing. And Ty said it best after the game. He was like, he is a big believer that if this team had been healthy when they started, they would be a really good team right now, a team that would be up there in the West. Obviously, decisions have been made in the last few days where that's no longer the goal of this season. I'm curious Ty Jerome's place in whatever this rebuild is. I like him on this team.
I do
Call
too.
me a prisoner of the moment, but I like him on this team.
Yeah. And you got to have somebody out there.
Yes.
Like, you can't just not have players out there. Somebody's got to be getting paid. You got to hit the what is it, salary floor or whatever. There's a minimum teams have to spend. And Ty Jerome is a player that you can spend money on, and you've already done so. He's already here. So why wouldn't you
Right.
keep him? They talked about this some on Grizz Beat yesterday. And if you want their thoughts, go and check them out. I think Sane broke it down real nice. And I'll parrot some of what he said. Ty Jerome came to this team. This team was a fringe playoff team last year. So he's not coming here with the expectation, I don't believe, that they were going to be ready to win a championship and jumping from 8-9 to 1 or 2 in the West. So he knew it was going to be a bit of a process, and he understood where this thing could be potentially heading. And I think Ty Jerome wants to, be recognized as a really good player, and a really good player who warrants a large sum of money the next contract. And you can do that here as a starter. So I would think that he wants to be here, and I think that the Grizzlies would want to keep him. But, if somebody comes through and is like, yo, we got 5 firsts for that man, then yeah, you let him go.
If that price is high, then conversations can be had. I personally would love him here for the rebuild. Between him and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, the 2 vets here, I do feel bad for them in a way, simply because of what you just laid out, CJ. Like, this isn't the situation that they thought they were signing up for. And for KCP, obviously, it was the result of a trade situation. But you look at the way he's adapted and continues to come off the bench and lead for this team, the way that we've seen Ty Jerome play these last 3 games, like, those are 2 good leaders. And Jock Landale was a good leader for this group too. But I do think it's helpful when you have vets who aren't just locker room vets, like, they're vets who can ball. Like, those are pieces that can make the younger pieces, as they continue to grow and develop and mature, work smoother. And like, even what we saw here in Memphis, and I don't want to conflate the 2 things, but in the idea of doubling down on youth and seeing how that can hinder a team's overall growth, perhaps you have someone like Ty Jerome. And again, if the offer is spectacular, like, make an offer that you can't refuse, cool. But if there is a place for him, he has certainly shown why that was such an exciting signing for the Grizzlies this summer. I will always mourn that we only got to see 1 game of him and Jaren Jackson Jr. I will presumably mourn that we likely will never see him and Ja Morant share the court together. But I do think there is something to be genuinely excited about if he is a piece of this with the young pieces that this team is excited about.
Now you're having a bit of a culture reset. And you don't want losing to be a part of the culture. You don't want losing basketball and losing plays to be a part of the culture. And that's where KCP and Ty Jerome are so very, very important, assuming that they stay on the roster. Because KCP is a champion.
They've won.
KCP has won something.
2 rings.
Yeah. And Ty Jerome is a very good quality NBA player. And you want them to be here to help show the younger guys, hey, this is the steps necessary. This is the routine that winning has, that winning is. It's the same thing with why you didn't ship Mark and Mike out immediately after drafting Jaren. Right. Everybody knew it was a cultural reset. We all knew that the Core 4 era was over and that this Grizzlies team at the time was probably not getting into the playoffs. So instead of just immediately shipping those guys out, Grizzlies kept them around. And it is to, hey, the first part of his career, we want him to know, hey, this is what it takes to be in the NBA. Now, if he gets the reins from there, he can take the reins from there, and then we can move off of some of these vets. It's the same thing when who's the one all the ladies loved? Oh my gosh, I'm blanking on them. Braids. So it's Crowder.
Oh, Jay Crowder.
Jay Crowder,
well,
right?
And Ja Love. I mean,
Jay Crowder, Solomon Hill, they were here. That second year is Ja, Jaren, and those guys are around, and it's clear, we're ready to go now. Ja Morant and Jaren Jackson Jr. are really good now, and they seem to have a good sense of what it takes to be good in this league, in part because of the vet leadership. Well, we can move off of those vets, right? But until you feel confident in these young players, these first, second, third-year players, they have a grasp of everything, you got to have some vets in the locker room to help them out, man.
And I love what you said about not letting a culture of losing set in. I don't think this team, as we've seen it compete, and I know it's about to look different as you move off of at least one franchise cornerstone and Jaren Jackson Jr., technically 2, after Desmond Bane this summer, and then we'll see what ultimately ends up happening with Ja Morant today. Ja was with the team in Sacramento yesterday. The reporting from various NBA reporters yesterday was, I think it was Kelly Ego who said, or Igo, that Ja and his camp are disinterested in Sacramento and that his preference would be a Miami or a Minnesota. And then he also reported that Memphis is not necessarily working with Ja in the same way that the Clippers did with Harden, or that the Bucks are doing with Giannis in terms of like working together to find a landing spot. Like, they're looking for the best deal. They're looking for what's best for Memphis. And if you're Ja, you see that Kings team yesterday. I don't think it does anything to brighten your eyes on the current situation in Sacramento. I don't know anything about the city of Sacramento. I only went there once, and it was a total accident. I got lost driving back from San Francisco to Los Angeles. The person driving went the wrong way, and we ended up in Sacramento, city of trees. That's all I know. I don't dog on cities. But the team that I watched last night in the Sacramento Kings is not a team that is a team that has settled into a culture of losing, right?
And that happens sometimes. That's why some of these teams' builds are so long and they have to restart over and over and over again. You know, the Spurs were bad. Yep. The Spurs were bad, but they didn't have a culture of losing. They end up getting a couple of good pieces, and the big good piece, Victor Wembanyama. And now it's okay. Let's go out there and make a push for this thing. This thing being an NBA Finals run. But the culture of losing never fully set in on the Spurs, and that's because they are competent. That is an organization in general of competence. The Kings, at every single turn, it's like once a year.
Right.
It's what the hell are the Kings doing? And you don't want that to be you. Because if you allow a culture of losing to start setting in, the rebuild will take decades.
And it sucks to watch. Like, I was watching that team last night, the Grizzlies team last night, and said, this doesn't have to burn my eyeballs, right? Like, this rebuild, I'm not going to be naive and think that you can press the super speed button and next year we're looking at Cedric Coward and Zach Edey and whatever pick the Grizzlies get in the draft or picks the Grizzlies get in the draft, and even if Ty Jerome is still here, and say, man, that team's competing for the Western Conference next year. But you want to know what I think they would, along with someone like a Cam Spencer. And don't look now, I mean, Jalen Wells, 10 of 14 from 3 in his last 2 games. JJ Jackson finally got a start last night, and you're continuously seeing examples of the mentals catching up with the physicals for JJ Jackson. And I just thought to myself, this doesn't have to be miserable to watch. Like, these players are easy to root for because they compete and because that sludge of losingness has not oozed its way into the Grizzlies culture. And that's an important thing to fight off. They'll have to continue fending it because, again, sometimes you get a roster that's just built to not win a lot of games. But, hey, at least you didn't lose to the Kings.
I was watching that game about midway through the third quarter. And this is when it hit me all in my sternum area. It's like,
sternum.
In my sternum, yeah. It's like, oh. Damn, they got to put Vince in the game. It's like, oh, wait.
Oh, I know.
Wait. Oh, no.
Oh, wait.
Oh, he's not. And of all the players, it was like, oh, Jaren's got to go in, or Edie's got to go, or
Vince.
No, I was like, oh, no, they can use Vince right now. It's like, oh, no, wait, he's not here.
I was scrolling while watching the game, and the Jaren tweet saying, take note, popped up, which is the Jazz hashtag, take note, with a little note. And I was like, it hurts so bad. And around the same time, though, someone reached out to me on TikTok, a Utah fan who, fans are so sweet sometimes. They're like, we promise to take very good care of Jaren Jackson Jr., John Conchar, Vince Williams, and even Jock Landale. I know he was there for a short time, but even Jock Landale, we'll take care of them if you promise in return to take care of our guys in Taylor Hendricks and Walter Clayton Jr. And he said, and just so you know, we call Walter Clayton Jr. Walt Lake City. So you're going to have to, I was like, Walt Lake City? That's good stuff. I like that. But we obviously can't call him Walt Lake City when he lives in Memphis. So we are responsible for coming up with a new name. Those players were with the Grizzlies last night, too. They obviously were not available, but we will see how quickly they can be seen for the Memphis Grizzlies as they continue a 5-game road trip ahead of the All-Star break. Now 4 games left. The next 2 will come against the Portland Trailblazers. Teresa Walker is going to join us after a quick break. We will get her thoughts on the Jaren Jackson Jr. trade, on what else we could perhaps be seeing from the Memphis Grizzlies as they turn a page on one generation, focus on the next. Teresa Walker. We'll also talk a little Super Bowl with her after a quick break.
Grizz Nation gets set for tip-off 1 hour before every Grizzlies home game with the warm-up show. Get the latest news, notes, and analysis live from courtside at FedEx Forum.
Who's going to be the tougher team that rebounds and prevents second-chance opportunities?
Join me, Lang Whitaker, along with Michael Wallace, Jessica Benson, and other personalities from Grind City Media, Memphis, and around the NBA. 1 hour before every home game, live at Grind City Media on X, YouTube, and the official Grind City Media mobile app.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GVWR.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans, want exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you. Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing compares to catching your Grizzlies IRL. And that all starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can catch every highlight. Put that jersey collection to use for the next game and get Grizzlies tickets at Ticketmaster. Whether they're here at FedEx Forum or on the road, Ticketmaster's got your back when it comes to scoring tickets. And there's no better brag than saying you saw it live.
Jeff Dunham, Artificial Intelligence, his all-new tour.
Jeff Dunham. You're the other white meat.
How can you be so smart on one hand and so stupid on the other? Well, you're half of it.
I realize I could have avoided all this years ago with one simple word. I do not. Silence!
Don't miss a Memphis. Friday, April 10th, FedEx Forum. Tickets on sale Monday, September 29th at jeffdunham.com.
Big Ben Bennett, do you have your new football coach over in Nashville?
We do, yes. Robert Saleh. This is why I'm stoked. Starting in 2019, number 2 total defense, number 5 total defense, number 3 total defense, number 4 total defense, number 3 total defense, number 3 total defense. This dude's going to have a good defense. Like, he's going to be able to turn their defense around, which has obviously been an issue.
The Gary Parrish Show, live on weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item. Whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details.
Welcome back, welcome back. It is Thursday. That means it's time to catch up with one of our favorites, Teresa Walker of the Associated Press. She joins us every Thursday. She joins us now. Teresa, how you doing this morning?
I am good. I got up very, very early and, I'm celiac, so there's a place here called Gluten Free Goose. Usually there's a line and you have to get there like 30 minutes early. Guess what? When it feels like 15 outside on a Thursday, score, first in line. So I've been up since 5:45, and I'm awake. I'm awake, baby.
Well, you were awake and ready to roll on NBA trade deadline day, which is always an exciting day, a anticipated day, and obviously here in Memphis, a day where people are keeping their eyes on notifications consistently. I even just got an ESPN notification, as you just popped up, that said, Ja Morant trade buzz. Brian Windhorst says Ja Morant doesn't have much of a market, but names one team to watch Thursday, and it's a video, which I cannot watch at this exact moment. So if somebody in the chat wants to tell me who that team is, you let us know. But Teresa, who is it, Jacob? Oh, it's the Kings. Oh, the Kings. We've talked too much about the Sacramento Kings today. Before we get into the job at all, Teresa, I did want to ask your reaction to the Jaren Jackson Jr. trade, because that was the big blockbuster move that this team made earlier this week, sending Jaren Jackson Jr. along with John Conchar, Vince Williams, and Jock Landale to the Utah Jazz in return for some players, but more importantly, 3 first-round picks.
It's stunning at first, but then, stop to think, and it's like, well, he's the one guy who's been dependable the last couple seasons. I mean, literally, yes, I know he had some injury issues early in his career, but he has been a mainstay for this roster for the last couple of years. When it's been a literal walking mash unit, he's been there. He was the one tradable person I think you've got. And that report, it's like, if Ja is still on this roster after the deadline today, it'll probably come down to, you'd like to get more than you're going to get offered by anybody, because it's been nearly 3 years now, and Ja has not been able to play more than 6 consecutive games at any stretch. Whether it's, early it was suspensions and then it's been injury after injury. He comes back, it's the calf, it's this, it's that, it's the shoulder. He's out for the season. I mean, and that's the thing. I don't see anybody overpaying or paying what Memphis would like to get for what he is at his best, because we haven't seen that in so very long.
Yeah, it's so interesting you talk about the durability of Jaren, because it's absolutely true. He has been stable, or was stable, for this team, because I was talking with a group of people yesterday and they said, you can't count on anyone on this injured team. Like, get rid of Jaren because he's always out too. I said, no, actually, if you look back, Jaren, starting in the 2021-22 season, played 78 games, and then it was over 60 in 2, and then 74 last year. Like, he has been a stabilizing force for this group. I'm curious your perspective, because obviously the conversation around Ja Morant remains. What is the market for him? And this has been a wild and wacky trade deadline so far. There's been some interesting surprise moves, so perhaps there's one that's up the sleeves. But do you see the Grizzlies, and not necessarily speaking from the front office, but perception-wise of how fans and those around the NBA will look at this, if you can look at Desmond Bane, Jaren Jackson Jr. netting 7 first-round picks, and then whatever you get for Ja, moving off of that era, is that a comfortable enough place to be where you say, all right, 7 first-round picks, that's a lot to choose from over the course of the next couple of years?
Well, the challenge is its potential, which ironically enough is the phrase I would use, the word that I would use to sum up this last group of, that core of Bane, and even when Brooks was here, and Ja and Jaren, the potential. I literally expected my springs to be spent in Memphis for a long stretch, similar to the grind era, because I expected them to be in the playoffs. And we saw those flashes, that first play-in tournament win, and, that great debut against Utah. And then the next year, they beat Minnesota and get to the second round. And that's unfortunately, that felt like the start of something incredible. And that was the heights for this group. So, and so all those draft picks are amazing. Draft capital is wonderful. How do you use it? Because Zach Edey looked like a great pick last year. Can he get healthy? Can he stay healthy? Is now a very serious, crucial question, not just for Memphis, but for the NBA. Starting to get a little Sam Bowie vibes there, unfortunately. It's like that ankle. They tried to stabilize it last summer, and oops, we've barely seen Zach Edey. He's great when he's on the court. We can't see him this season. And then, it just, what coulda, shoulda, woulda. The young draft picks that have been used over the last 2 years, and this GM has done a great job of drafting. But the problem is now you've got you're rebuilding. It's a completely new thing. How do you do that? And by the way, I keep checking the Tankathon, and while they're just 2 games out of that 10th spot this morning, they're also 8th in the Tankathon in the lottery draw. So that's where Memphis is, and that's not a great place to be. And sadly, the Nashville Predators are about in the same spot because they're 8th in the NHL draft lottery at the moment. So yeah,
I just pulled up the Tankathon myself. I hadn't done one this morning. It felt wrong to do after a win. Memphis Grizzlies with the #1 pick. Who says no? Who says no, Teresa?
The NBA does.
Why?
We were all stunned when Memphis drew that #2, right? In 2019. Let's be honest. Nashville, the Predators can't move up in the draft either. So it's a Tennessee thing, I think.
I will say, because I think that's an important memory in all of this, they were surprised when the Grizzlies got the #2 pick in that draft, and it turned into Ja Morant. And you talk about potential, that can go both ways, sure, but all the people who do manifestation and all that stuff, like, think positively. Like, what's the alternative? You want to think here that you're not going to get it? Like, why not the Memphis Grizzlies? And sure, you might not get it, but there is a chance. You never know when a franchise's luck is going to turn. Listen, we don't have to get into the conspiracy, the eyeball raising of it all, but the Dallas Mavericks last year, traded Luka Doncic and ended up with the #1 pick in the draft and ended up getting Cooper Flagg, who they are now firmly rebuilding around after they traded Anthony Davis to the Wizards yesterday, along with others. So you look at just how things can change quickly. You're around sports often, Teresa, and you've been around sports for a long time, you've seen a lot of teams shift in and out of different variations of eras. Like, this is just a part of the sports experience.
Exactly. I mean, we saw the first sign last summer when they traded Bain. It's like, okay, we're going to try and go around this core, but then, key pieces just couldn't be available. So you have to, you're either in on spending a lot of money. That mushy middle is no place to be. You either need to be rebuilding or you need to be competing. And we just seen that for all the moments where they looked really, really good, the inability to hold on to a lead in the fourth quarter was the undoing. And that seemed to be the strike that set this latest move in place, is that we can't finish. Well, we've got to, you can't keep spending money and not getting results. So, get what you can while you can. And they did. I mean, that's an impressive haul. I mean, let's face it, no offense to the other guys in that mix, but, Jaren Jackson Jr. was the draw. He's the reason they got 3 picks coming back. And, I mean, they've got tons, 13 first rounders over the next few years combined. So you've got that capital now. Now it's about drafting, and let's see by later this afternoon who remains on this team and who do they end up building around, because I think we've all been enticed. We would all love to see the pick and roll with Zach Edey and Ja and these young players. I mean, Ced and Cam Spencer. And I mean, these kids are fun to watch. And it's like, it doesn't feel like, I mean, again, as bad as it's been this season, and there's still just 2 games out of that 10th spot, it's like they're not that far from being competitive. They just need some help. I mean, it's been the walking mash unit for the Grizzlies all season long. They need bodies. So healthy young bodies, I want to see what that looks like, because guess what? The West is not getting any younger.
No, it is not. Or the youth is taking over, but also really talented. And so, you know how it goes. And the Grizzlies need to also decide, like, are you going to be a Leonardo DiCaprio team? Like 25 and under, baby. Is that where we're going with this thing? Or do you keep some of the older veterans around? Why are you doing that? Why are you doing
I just didn't expect Leo to be taking shots this morning.
Oh, we always take shots at Leonardo DiCaprio. I think he finally dated someone who was 29. So even he learned at some point you need to have a vet along the way, right? Like if he can learn.
Well, that's why Kyle Anderson is in this mix, right? To at least show him where to go on the road and which hotels or which restaurants to hit. So, and you do need somebody. They still have KCP.
And Ty's been awesome.
That's the thing, the revelation. Can you imagine if he had not missed all the time that he had? I know, the ifs and buts and candy and nuts. Yes, it's painful. So if it helps, there's been a lot of that in the entire state of Tennessee. It feels like every pro team in the state of Tennessee is in the midst of a rebuild. And maybe the Titans can show the way, because they've got cap space. They've got the 4th overall pick. They now have their head coach, and most of the coaching staff is hired. So everything looks good. So yeah, it's like Die Hard 2. Bruce Willis is throwing the lighter on the runway, lighting that trail. And now if the other teams can just follow and they can find their way to more talent, young talent, healthy talent, and winning games, because that's all we want in this state. Teams that win, please.
Is that so much to ask for? Teresa, I'm a big believer in the organic evolution of nicknames, and I'm not exactly sure when we changed from Grit and Grind to Grizz Next Gen officially. Do you have any early ideas about what the next generation could be called here in Memphis, or do we have to wait and see who it involves?
Wait and see, because I'm going to another movie reference in Terminator 2, and Sarah Connor says the future now suddenly is, we don't know what's coming. The road is unknown. So let's let who they bring in tell us what they're going to do and who they're going to be. I mean, we didn't have Grit Grind till Tony Allen literally devised it in the moment. So let's let them create it on their own.
Doesn't need to be forced. Hey, we have a Super Bowl on Sunday, Teresa. Seahawks, Patriots. Are you excited for this matchup?
Yeah, because one, it's the last football game that truly matters. And yes, I want to see what Mike Vrabel does on a stage that, I mean, I'm a little ticked in a way that I didn't get to cover him with the Titans in a Super Bowl, because let's not forget, they were in the AFC Championship game in January 2020. I went to Miami and covered the Chiefs in that championship game. Then 2 years later, SoFi, Cincinnati took their spot. There's been 4 times where the Titans had a team that coulda, shoulda, woulda to a Super Bowl and didn't. So I want to see what Mike Vrabel does. And 2 weeks ago I said, I see the Patriots winning. I'm sticking with that. I know they're the underdogs, but I know Mike Vrabel. I know that he has gone back and looked at the game where Sam Darnold saw ghosts against the Patriots when he was with the Jets and talked about seeing those ghosts when he was trying to, play in that game. So I know that Mike Vrabel has studied that. He has studied the Seahawks team and their tendencies, and he's had 2 weeks to look at them. And last week was, looking at how do we attack him. So he's going to have a game plan. And I'm not going against Mike Vrabel just because I've seen what he does too many times.
This is, for Sam Darnold, like, things are coming almost full circle. When you think about the seeing the ghost things against the Patriots, that's when we started everybody referencing that as it pertains to him. And then playing in Levi Stadium, where his career his career got a nice little jump start. Now, he came in, he played under Shanahan, he played a little bit there, he learned mostly, and then from there he goes to be the backup with the Vikings and then thrust into the starting role, and boom, from that point on, he's been a quality NFL quarterback. So for it to be this team as an opponent in that stadium where his career kind of got rejuvenated, like that's big for him. And I don't think you have to worry about stopping Sam Darnold. As nice a year as he's had and as good as he's been from a win-loss standpoint the past 2 years, he still sees ghosts from time to time. You can still get in there and get into his head. The dude you got to worry about is Jackson Smith-Njigba. I'm not sure how or what can be done. I know everybody's really excited about that Gonzalez matchup out there on the outside with him and Smith-Njigba, but I'm not sure if anybody can hold that. And if you can't find a way to hold that, you're going to be in some trouble.
Well, that's a great point, CJ. And Sam Darnold winning and helping lift the Lombardi on Sunday would be an absolute massive redemption story, and another reason why Minnesota is still kicking themselves to the point that they fired their GM last week. So it's one of those things that that's the underdog story that everyone loves, right? The guy counted down and out, but I'm just, and I know that people have Patriot fatigue. Trust me, I once was a Dolphins fan. I watched the snowplow game back in the day.
No, it's still real.
Is it still there?
Yes.
This is a completely different Patriots
I know,
thing,
and it snuck up on me, truly. Because I like Mike Vrabel. I like Drake May. I had a lot of stock in Travion Henderson this fantasy football season and the ups and downs of that ride that ended on an up. And now, ever since we reached the playoffs, I hate watching the Patriots win again. It's like buried deep within my soul. Like people of a certain generation who are not genuine Patriots fans, all of a sudden I'm having this memory. My friend, who's a massive Patriots fan, dragged me to a Patriots bar in LA when we were in school. And I'll never forget just sitting there and listening to them all sing Sweet Caroline and thinking to myself, I am in hell. Teresa?
And that's the thing. The Boston area has had too many titles over the last 10, 15, 20 years, right? I mean, and as a Cubs fan, it's like, I like to, let's be democratic. Let's have other teams win. I am absolutely in that camp because I know how much fun it is to be able to enjoy that sweet, sweet nectar of success. Yeah. That said, I just can't pick against Mike Vrabel because I know how he operates. I know how he'll have that team prepared, and he will find a way. Jackson Smith-Njigba is going to get his yards and his touches and catches and things, but finding ways to limit him and keeping Darnold from getting the ball out of his hand easily is probably going to be what he does on Sunday to help slow that down. And then they've got Travion Henderson. They've got a run game. Drake May looked really good considering the defense he was going up against. And I know that the Seattle defense is good as well. And guess what? I think that Drake May will have some better success. I'm not saying he's going to go out there and throw for 300 yards, but the Mike Vrabel thing, we heard it after the AFC Championship game. How many points does it take to win? That's what he's been figuring out. What's the calculus? What are we going to have? What's the number I have to reach to send you home with a Lombardi trophy? That's what Mike Vrabel has done, and he's going to figure out how to manufacture those points. I've been remembering this week, his second game as an NFL coach with the Titans. He didn't have Marcus Mariota, missed his 2 tackles on offense. The top backup was out. Delaney Walker was out with a broken ankle. And they're facing a home game against the Texans, coming off that longest game in NFL history. They were going on the road the next week, so it was a must-win. That was the game that they went first time in the NFL, Wildcat with Derrick Henry. Seems like obvious, right, in hindsight? And then secondly, fake punt. Kevin Byard throws a 66-yard touchdown pass early in that game. Those are the kind of things to be on the lookout for Sunday.
Teresa, I'm glad you said that. One of the prop bets is, will a non-quarterback throw a touchdown? And because of that right there, like I'm all over that prop.
Put $5 on that, baby.
We're going to talk prop bets and Super Bowl bets more later on today on the odds couple, around 215, 210.
You know, I don't bet. I just had the surge, this desire to bet on a kick return for a touchdown.
Really?
I don't know why. It just
There's
it was
never
one
been
of
a punt return for a touchdown in a Super Bowl. That might be the best prop
Desmond
bet.
didn't get one?
No.
Okay. All right.
Never ever been a punt return for a touchdown.
Why not Sunday?
In the Super Bowl.
I'm not going to do it. I don't even know how to make an account.
I'll just go over to the bridge.
I don't want to drive all the way across
all
the
the
bridge.
way from here to there and back to here. 15 minutes. Total trip.
No, it is
yes,
not.
It
is 30 minutes round trip.
It is not 30 minutes.
I'm sorry.
It's
Are you going 120 miles per hour?
No,
Yes,
I can see Arkansas from right here, Jessica.
I have accidentally missed my exit because I've been singing, and I end up on that damn bridge, and it is a 15-minute out of my way experience, CJ. It happens to me more often than I would like to admit. Okay.
What?
Yes.
I'm glad it's not just me.
Oh my God. The Riverside
I didn't
exit.
go on the bridge, but I came so close.
Yeah, I do it all the time. Not all the time. I haven't done it in months.
That is.
I haven't done it this year.
In months.
I almost did it.
Year.
The fog. The other day when the fog was out, I was like so entranced by the fog that I almost did it. And I was like, phew, dodged a bullet. Haven't done it this year. But anyway, it is not 15 minutes round trip to the casino. No, it is not.
Yes, it is.
Teresa.
I don't know what space-time continuum he lives in, but apparently it's faster than us.
Also, in the words of, you just download an app, CJ. You don't have to drive.
I want the app to have my
I don't
information.
want the app.
And then tax reasons.
The app makes me feel like a bad husband.
And then they know, right, if you win big, and so they want you to report that on your taxes. And I always report everything I earn on my taxes.
Thanks for putting that out there.
Well, he said that really loudly in case the IRS was listening.
Emphatically.
Yeah, but, you go across the bridge, you don't got to worry about all
I got
that
you.
stuff.
I hear you. Teresa, we'll catch up with you next week. We'll see who wins the Super Bowl. We'll see who's on the Grizzlies, and we'll see you then.
Go Zombie Grizz.
Go Zombie Grizz. That was Teresa Walker. Reddick brought up in the chat that Sam Darnold's grandfather was one of the Marlboro men. Yeah. Do you know what Sam Darnold's grandfather's name was? Have we ever talked about this?
He's not Dick Hammer, is he?
Sure is.
Yeah, that's Dick Hammer. Yeah,
Dick
I think
Hammer.
we have.
An incredible USC athlete, Olympic volleyball player, firefighter, Marlboro man, Dick Hammer.
I'm telling you.
That is a legendary family association.
I'm telling you right now, Dick Hammer can get across that bridge and back in 15 minutes.
You cannot get across the bridge and back because there's not an early enough exit. Even if you're not going all the way to the casino, there's not an early enough exit. You have to do the whole turnaround situation, and you don't want to get pulled over on that bridge. That happened to us once.
Oh, y'all pulled
it's
over?
miserable. Yeah, when we came back from Hot Springs, we did a weekend trip to Hot Springs, Arkansas. You're coming back. Things are going well. We were playing the alphabet game. We were on a queue, I think, looking for a queue out there, and instead,
Got the P.
Sure did.
12 minutes, according to MapQuest.
To get there. Yeah, so it's 24. So, like, if you add 1 in for the time to make the U-turn, so it's like 26 minutes round trip.
Okay. Still not that bad.
Because I also want to go to the Dairy Queen out there.
Oh, well, now you got reasons
Now I
to
can
be
do
over
two.
there.
You're right. I can go get a Blizzard. I can put one single bet on like an old person who still has to drive to make my bets.
Is Southwind still a sponsor of something?
I'm not sure. Okay. But I do love them over there.
Support the sponsor?
Yeah. Maybe we'll do a draft show over there again this year.
Hey, maybe they'll let your boy in again.
No, you're excluded from all draft show activities. This is going to be a serious draft, CJ. Sorry.
Really?
For
Is it
serious
now?
draftees
Okay.
only.
All right.
All right. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll get into the NBA trade deadline happenings from yesterday. Plus, we are drafting Super Bowl party foods. The best foods to eat at a Super Bowl party. That's when we come back.
I thought it was just party in general, but whatever.
I thought it was specifically Super Bowl
it's
party.
Just party. It's just
No.
Because the foods are the same.
Not really.
Are they different?
I think so.
Okay.
Because like at a
Grizz Nation gets set for tip-off 1 hour before every Grizzlies home game with the warm-up show. Get the latest news, notes, and analysis live from courtside at FedEx Forum.
Who's going to be the tougher team that rebounds and prevents second chance opportunities?
Join me, Lang Whitaker, along with Michael Wallace, Jessica Benson, and other personalities from Grind City Media, Memphis, and around the NBA. 1 hour before every home game, live at Grind City Media on X, YouTube, and the official Grind City Media mobile app.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GVWR.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans. Want exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you? Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing compares to catching your Grizzlies IRL. And that all starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can catch every highlight. Put that jersey collection to use for the next game and get Grizzlies tickets at Ticketmaster. Whether they're here at FedEx Forum or on the road, Ticketmaster's got your back when it comes to scoring tickets. And there's no better brag than saying you saw it live.
Jeff Dunham, Artificial Intelligence, his all-new tour.
Just a ham. You're the other white meat. Ramsey, how can you be so smart on one hand and so stupid on the other? Well, you're half of it. I realize I could have avoided all this years ago with one simple word. I do not. Silence!
Don't miss a Memphis. Friday, April 10th, FedEx Forum. Tickets on sale Monday, September 29th at jeffdunham.com.
Big Ben Bennett, do you have your new football coach over in Nashville?
We do, yes. Robert Saleh. This is why I'm stoked. Starting in 2019, number 2 total defense, number 5 total defense, number 3 total defense, number 4 total defense, number 3 total defense, number 3 total defense. This dude's going to have a good defense. Like, he's going to be able to turn their defense around, which has obviously been an issue.
The Gary Parrish Show, live on weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item. Whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details.
Breaking news on this trade deadline day. Breaking news, CJ.
What?
Mac McClung is signing with the Chicago Bulls. 3-time NBA dunk contest champion, Mac McClung.
With the Bulls to be on the G League team?
To be with Yuki.
Play. Oh, okay. All right. Good for them.
Congrats. Any of the NBA trade deadline, we haven't had anything this morning, so that's the hold up here. Or the late night big news was the Kristaps Porzingis to the Warriors. That sent my husband into an absolute tizzy yesterday evening. Was there any of the trade deadline happenings from yesterday that moved you?
That
you
moved
found
me?
really interesting?
Yeah, the Kuminga one immediately.
Okay.
Because it's there are people, Kuminga, for whatever reason, to me, he's a quality role player with maybe potential to be more. I don't feel strongly either way on Kuminga. But for some reason, Kuminga he's not being used right. There are a large swath of people who feel that way and feel passionately about it and want to argue with you about it. And then there's the other side where, no, he's goofing things up out there. You can't trust him, and they want to argue passionately about it. And so for him to get out of Golden State, get out from up underneath the Steve Kerr of it all, and Steph and Draymond and that core group, and then land somewhere like Atlanta, where it's okay. Like if you are what you think you are, and what reports are saying that you think you are, and what this group of people over here think you are, now's the time to show it. Now we're going to find out, and there'll be no more excuses that I'll be willing to listen to as to why Jonathan Kuminga is or isn't performing at an elite level. There are people who think Kuminga is a legit all-star, like an all-NBA type performer who's being held back by the system in Golden State, or was being held back by the system in Golden State. So, okay, if that's what he is, let's see it. That one was interesting.
Before we move on from that one, the Kuminga leaving piece is interesting. Also, what it represented for the Warriors deciding to bring in Kristaps Porzingis and essentially closing the door on the chase for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And in case you didn't know, Kristaps Porzingis, not Giannis Antetokounmpo. The reporting from Shams last night was that the Warriors offered a variety of pick-heavy trades to the Bucks, never agreed on anything, and the Warriors got to a place where they believed that the Bucks do not intend to move Giannis Antetokounmpo before the trade deadline, which would be interesting, and we will find out, is this a we or a me situation? Is it, we're not trading with you, Golden State Warriors, and Giannis is not going to be a member of your team based on what you provided as the bounty for Giannis, versus can somebody else do it? And Jake Fisher reported this morning that the Timberwolves and the Miami Heat both still believe that they are in play for landing Giannis today, even with the situation that happened with the Warriors last night. Few believe Milwaukee is actually serious about parting ways with their franchise face, though. I'm being told, this is from Jake Fisher, that the Bucks are engaged with the Grizzlies on Ja Morant as well. And it has felt that...
Say that again, Jacob.
Ayo Dosunmu to the Timberwolves. Okay?
All right.
The Timberwolves are trying to do something.
Yeah.
Having played the Timberwolves twice, they need depth. They have Naz Reid, who's a super sub. They need depth. They need ball handling. And they are clearly trying to make a move, because I don't think they can win it all. I don't think they can win the West without doing something. They're a very good team, and they're a team that can beat you in a lot of different ways, but there are some glaring holes. Mike Conley ended up getting traded yesterday, and now he got traded again to the Charlotte Hornets, and there's some rule where if the Charlotte Hornets were to waive Mike Conley, he can actually go back and re-sign with the Timberwolves. It's the Andrew Bogut rule. So that could end up happening for Conley in that situation. Obviously, all eyes continue to be on Giannis and if he will get moved. I read the piece from The Athletic yesterday by Eric Nem, where he interviewed Giannis over the phone, and that's kind of a rarity. Usually when you get a Giannis interview, it's in person, it's after a game, it's in relation to an event. But with all the happenings around the trade deadline, he was able to speak to Giannis on Zoom or the phone. And the quote poll from that was Giannis saying, "I want to be here, but I want to be here to win." And this idea that, you know, there's a wistfulness for Giannis too. Like, when is the time to separate from something? When is the time to put the stamp on it? We just dealt with it with the Grizzlies here. It's not like Jaren Jackson Jr. was raring to leave Memphis. That's someone who loved Memphis. That's somebody who called Memphis home. Memphis has been the only home of his professional career. The same thing goes for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He talked about how his kids' passports have Milwaukee, Wisconsin on them because that's where they were born. That's where home has been for them. So I'll be very intrigued. Do you think Giannis gets moved by the end of today? Just gut feeling. With all, I mean, nobody knows because there's enough smoke on both sides.
Yes. And
you think he does?
I think because there's pressure on Miami to do something. Miami has taken swings every single time that a top player comes out and is like, hey, I'm ready to get up out of here, or a top-notch free agent. Miami has taken swings, and here recently they've missed. They take that back. They got Jimmy Butler. right? So they've gotten Jimmy Butler. It didn't work out towards the end the way that they wanted it to go, but that's still somebody who got you to what, 2 finals?
Yeah.
2 finals. So they have an ability, they've shown it, to swing on free agents, to swing on players who want to be traded and hit. Now, while they got Jimmy Butler, they didn't necessarily get Kevin Durant. There was a time they might have been able to get James Harden. They didn't get James Harden. Feel like that fan base that has been built and been shown that the way the Heat build winners is by making a big trade. Shaq comes in, big trade. LeBron comes in, free agent but trade, right? Like they traded for LeBron James. Jimmy Butler is another trade. So that fan base is expecting them to do something. And if not Giannis, maybe there'll be another high-profile player that they can get. But I think that with the Timberwolves needing something and the Heat needing something as well, I think that Giannis gets moved to today.
Yeah.
And then whichever one of the two, Minnesota or Miami, who doesn't get Giannis, they'll be set up to get something else, somebody else. Whoever the next highest profile option is.
I mean, I would say that the 2 highest profile, I'm not saying market value. We understand what Ja's market value is, but from a high profile trade that is expected to perhaps be made today, it's Giannis and it's Ja. And with Ja, is it the Kings, a place he doesn't want to go? Is it Miami, a place that, according to reports yesterday and reports for the last few weeks, is probably at the top of his list, if I had to guess, along with, I don't know, Minnesota? Is there a world where the Bucks try to keep Giannis in Milwaukee and bring Ja in some fashion? I don't know. I'm very intrigued of how this all plays out before 2 p.m., and it does leave for exciting questions to still be answered as we approach the actual deadline of trade deadline season. The other move from yesterday that was particularly interesting was the Wizards trying to win. Like the Wizards making the move with the Mavs in trading Chris Middleton, AJ Johnson, Malachi Branham, Marvin Bagley, 2 firsts, 3 seconds to the Mavs in exchange for Anthony Davis, Jaden Hardy, D'Angelo Russell, and Dante Exum. The big thing there being Anthony Davis, if he can stay healthy. You have AD and Trae Young, plus the young. They didn't lose any of their big young stars, be it Alex Sarr, Keyshawn George, who's been awesome, one of the 2 K Georges that crushed the Grizzlies this season, Coulibaly, Trey Johnson, and it's just an interesting world where both the Wizards and the Jazz made moves before this trade deadline that insinuate, and the Jazz, with Walker Kessler's injury, aren't interested in winning this year, and obviously they have their pick as long as it falls in the top 8. But we might be entering a universe where the Wizards and the Jazz are trying to win basketball games again, and that is something we haven't experienced in quite some time.
Eventually, you got to.
You have to try eventually.
Eventually, you've got a plethora of picks. You've got young talent. Eventually, you got to make a push for it, and just to see if this young talent has the thing that you need to have to go out there and win. If they have the skill, if they have the heart, the desire, all of that to go out there and compete in the playoffs. Now, if it was me, I'd find something better than Anthony Davis. Right? Like, that's not a knock on him as a player. When he plays, he's one of the best players in the league.
Top 75.
He's a top 15 player in the NBA when he plays right now. But he hadn't played a whole bunch with the Mavericks. There's always injury concern with Anthony Davis. In fact, if I recall correctly, Luka Doncic, since being traded to the Lakers, has as many 30-point games as Anthony Davis has played for the Mavericks. So, like, what are you expecting to get? What are you expecting to get out of him? Being realistic. This is the thing that separates good franchises from middling franchises, average franchises, and bad franchises. Where, okay, I understand you want to go and see if you can win something. And like, by win something, if you're the Wizards, go to the playoffs. I think that would be a postseason team, be a playoff team. That's a win for the Wizards. But is Anthony Davis going to be the one to get you that? Anthony Davis with Trae Young sounds great. 2019, that's incredible. Even right now, that's a really good 2-man.
Mm-hmm.
But is Anthony Davis going to be able to play, man? So I just don't.
Magic question.
I can't get really. While it seems like they're making a push to do something, I just don't believe in the Wizards this year at all.
The Sixers also gave Jared McCain to the Thunder for a first-round pick in 3 seconds. The TikToks are going to go crazy.
That team is going to be so annoying.
I know.
they're going to be really, really good. You can be annoying as long as you are
love Jared
winning.
McCain's brand of what people find annoying.
They're going to win championships. Can you imagine the championship parade?
Gonna do those stupid dances.
With all the...
Oh, that was so good.
Yeah, is that a dance?
Yep.
I don't know. I don't keep up with the tickety-tockety dances. I know in general, you do a lot of this right here, then your hands start going places, and they go up, and then you might turn, then you, kick, and then do it all again.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Absolutely.
What's a new TikTok
Right
name?
now there's one, it's this like song where it's like, do 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 do, which sounds like the Flintstones, but it's not the Flintstones.
Okay.
And it's like either like a dog or a baby or someone's like weird face, and it's like going like really close up to the camera. I had like 6 of those yesterday when I was scrolling.
And everybody has that stupid mouth open, wide-eyed, like grin smile thing where it's like, oh, yeah, pom-poms, look at me.
There are no
TikTok.
pom-poms. All right, we're going to take a quick break from trade deadline. Not a break. We're doing our draft. We're doing our draft. And we're taking an NBA trade deadline break. Unless something breaks within the trade deadline break. It is a Thursday. We draft on Thursdays. And in honor of the Super Bowl and all of the Super Bowl parties that are incoming, we are drafting party foods. I thought we were drafting Super Bowl party foods, but CJ corrected me. We're simply drafting party foods because he said they're one and the same.
I did not know there was a difference.
I have specific Super Bowl party foods that I look forward to versus any party I go to involves pizza. So I'm not really amped for the pizza at the Super Bowl party because I can get pizza at a party year round.
Okay. Hear my question, though.
Uh-huh.
I'm assuming you'll be excited. You can go ahead and throw the ducks or whatever it is up, Jacob, whenever you get a chance. Not excited for the pizza.
Oh, I'm a dinosaur.
Brown in time for Black History Month. I support that, Jacob. You can eat wings anytime. You eat chicken tenders anytime.
I mean, technically.
I'm a brown bear, Jacob.
You're a grizzly bear.
Oh.
But I'm a dinosaur. Okay, I already have another problem with my first pick of the draft.
Okay, go ahead. What are all your problems? We're not doing drinks, are we?
No.
Okay.
I have a very clear number 1 pick.
It's wings.
No.
What?
No, but okay, fine. Actually, yeah, you know what? I'm going to avoid my difficult pick, and I'm going to go with wings. Give me wings, 101.
No!
Wings, give me variety. Give me honey gold. Give me lemon pepper. Give me buffalo. Give me teriyaki. Give me barbecue. Give me whatever flavor you come up with. Triple J flavor. Wing Guru, RIP. I don't know if it's still there or not. I love wings. I will eat all the wings at your draft party. Invite me. Thank you.
All right, so you took wings, but
I did.
You didn't. Do wings give you boneless as well?
Yes, all wings.
But it doesn't give you chicken tenders? Because that's
No.
different. And it doesn't give you like fried chicken either.
Tenders are separate.
But
boneless wings are essentially nuggets. And boneless
Also-
wings are not wings, actually. So if I want to take that stance, fine.
Okay, so you get boneless wings. Did you get whole wings or party wings?
Both.
You
I get
you
both
got
on.
all the
Yeah,
okay.
whole wings
All
and party wings.
Okay, cool, great. Just needed to understand what was out here. Waiting. I think there's a clear 2, but I'll go. Give me Rotel. Give me Rotel. A premier dip, an elite level dip. You can do a lot of different things with Rotel. If I'm feeling fancy, if I want to do like a Rotel premium, I do 3 different cheeses. That's the Velveeta, that's the white queso, that's some sharp cheddar. Then I throw 3 meats up in that thing. That's a spicy sausage, the ground beef, and the mini pepperonis. If you can't find mini pepperonis, that's okay. Get you the regular pepperonis, like a good cut of regular pepperoni, and just dice it up real small. Throw that in there. Some people like to season it a little bit. I don't think it needs much seasoning. I might throw a dash of like buffalo sauce, a Louisiana hot sauce up in that thing. Throw it in the crock pot.
Oh, slap your mama.
Oh, slap your mama. Yes.
I just entered Slap Your Mama hot sauce because we usually use Slap Your Mama seasoning, and I just entered their hot sauce brand, which I didn't actually know they had a hot sauce, into my hot sauce rotation. It's pretty good. Okay, so this was going to be my issue with the number 1 pick because Rotel was also up there for me. But my mouth is salivating.
Yeah, mine is also.
Rotel and queso are 2 different things.
They are.
But so similar because they're both cheese-based.
Yeah.
But so different.
Yes.
But so similar.
I'm not sure if they're that similar.
Okay, fine. Then with the number 2 pick, see, but then I have another dip that I'm like really struggling with. I love the dips.
Parties are good with dips.
Yes. See, that's what I'm talking about. We don't have enough dips we have dips at like cookouts for holidays, cookouts for birthdays, but I'm not going to like a friendly gathering and there's enough dips in my, maybe I'm lying actually. I don't know. I have a
There's-
Valentine's Day party on
there'll
Saturday
be
and there will be a
dips.
lot of dips.
There'll be dips.
Give me queso.
Queso, okay.
Give me queso. Spicy queso specifically, but all queso. I love queso. I love cheese. I love cheese.
So queso's just melted cheese. That's all
Yeah,
queso
but it's
is.
not
are
like-
are you throwing anything in there?
Usually like peppers
Okay.
are in the queso or tomatoes are in the queso. It's onions, spices. I think it's not just melted cheese. Melted cheese is melted cheese. Like nacho cheese that you get at the movie theater or at a sports game is usually just like straight slop melted cheese. Said affectionately. I love a melted cheese on a nacho. But queso is the blendings of flavors along with the melted cheese. And I love a queso. I love cheese.
Okay.
I would have taken Rotel. Rotel, I think, is one tier above queso, but both are top tier.
Let me get. Got to do it. It's a party food staple. Let me get the meatballs, man.
Okay.
Those meatballs, you can do them however you want to do them. If you want to do them savory, put a little gravy on that, season it real good. You got it. But I like mine with that sweet tanginess. So barbecue sauce, ketchup, some jelly. Throw it all into the crock pot. Stir it up. Let it cook down until everything gets all liquefied and stuff, and the meatballs is hot. Yeah, boy.
Yep.
Give me them meatballs.
That was on my list. Give me pigs in a blanket. Give me those little weenies wrapped in a perfect croissant.
Love wrapped weenies.
A little weenie in a croissant. I love a pigs in a blanket.
You know who's got good ones?
Who?
Costco.
Oh, yes, they do.
Yeah.
They have to be made right. I hate soggy pigs in a blanket.
Yeah.
If you give me a soggy pigs in a blanket, you've ruined my day. But enough of a crisp pigs in a blanket is a good party food.
Yeah, that's a good one. That is a good one. Let me get sliders. Let me get sliders.
Good. All sliders?
You tell me. Do I need to
Like
specify?
burgers? I think you have to specify.
Oh boy, now I'm definitely going sliders, Jacob.
No, you know what? I'll give you all sliders.
No, because I think there's a difference also. There's
Yeah.
a difference in a sandwich slider and a burger slider. I will go with the sandwich slider, the deli meat slider. Give me the ham, give me the cheese, give me the turkey, give me that on the Hawaiian roll. That to me is a better slider. Give it to
I
me.
actually think the superior slider is a pulled pork slider.
Okay.
But I don't know if I want to take it.
It's too sweet for me. Right, there's saltiness in the
Okay, I hear
sandwich
you.
in the deli meat.
I got you.
Yeah.
I'll take buffalo chicken dip.
Okay, good dip.
Love buffalo
Good dip.
chicken dip. It's a good dip, and it's a dip that you don't get in life. Like, I don't feel like you can go to a restaurant and often order buffalo chicken dip. You can get Rotel, you can get queso, you can get
Where can you get
guacamole,
Rotel
you can
at?
get salsa. I don't know.
I don't think you can get
Maybe
Rotel.
I guess you can't.
I think
You
you're
can
right.
absolutely get queso.
You can get all the ones you just named. I don't
Yeah,
think
but
I
maybe you can't get Rotel.
You know,
Maybe I'm just
the
speaking it into existence.
flying saucer out in Germantown used to do off Germantown Parkway, excuse me.
Okay.
They used to do a loaded fry with Rotel at the bottom. So it'll be Rotel at the bottom, then you have the fries on top, and then you have the toppings on top of said fries.
Okay.
Incredible.
Okay.
I don't think they do that anymore. That's a good one. Buffalo chicken dip, I feel like is an underrated dip. I don't think we appreciate buffalo chicken dip the way that we should.
No.
Outstanding. I'm really, really hungry now.
I am too.
Gosh, there's so many good savory options, and I'm a savory type of dude. I'll take it now. I would have taken it too, but after hearing you talk bad about it and talk down on it, give me the pizza. Give it to me. I like
That's a steal of a pickup.
pizza at the party, man. That's some good stuff right
I'm
there.
never turning it down.
No.
Ever.
Never. In fact, at times I take pizza over a raise. Right? Just give me a good pizza party. Don't worry about paying me. Let's go. Health insurance, I don't need that. Give me a pizza party. Let me
I'll
get 3
take-
slices.
One of my favorite treats.
Okay.
Not dessert. I don't eat desserts at parties.
You
often.
don't. So
Not
if there's
really.
some cupcakes or
I mean,
cookies.
I'll have them, but
okay.
I'm like seeking out the savory
seeking,
options.
You're not seeking
No.
out the, okay.
Because usually I'm getting too full on the savory options
Yeah.
too is the issue.
Yeah. I
Give me
understand.
soft pretzel bites.
Okay.
I love soft pretzels. I don't have enough soft pretzels in my life. You want to know who has a great soft pretzel? Bell Tavern.
Okay.
Bell Tavern right down here. Excellent soft
What are you
pretzel.
dipping it in?
All of the above. Queso cheese, cream cheese, Rotel cheese.
Jessica, you be backed up after parties? That's a lot of cheese.
A lot of cheese. I don't care. I don't care. Well, it's worth it. It's worth it. I love the cheese.
You'll have to take
You can
a
also
Miralax
put
in
it
the
in
morning.
like a mustard, like a spicy mustard, a honey mustard, a normal mustard, a Dijon mustard.
All right, bubble gum. Keep naming mustards.
That's all the mustard.
Tavern? Is there a tavern mustard?
I don't think so.
Okay. Smoked mustard? I don't know. I don't eat mustard. But
Butter, melted butter.
Okay. Just butter straight to the
Yeah.
dome.
You want to turn it into a dessert? Butter with a little cinnamon sugar.
Let's go.
Ooh, let's go.
All right.
Love a soft pretzel.
Okay. There's so many good options on here.
I know. Infinite.
Gosh. All right, last pick. Give me tater chips. I like good potato chips at the party.
Do you have a specific?
Specifically Doritos. Do I have to be specific?
No.
If I have to be
No, you get chips.
specific, give me
But
Doritos.
I wouldn't call a Dorito a
But-
potato chip.
Okay.
I would call it chips.
Chips, like the sour cream and onion joints, the cheddar and sour
Ruffles
cream
with
joints,
ridges.
the ruffles with ridges, the
Fritos.
Fritos.
I love a Frito.
Really?
Yeah, in a dip. Oh.
Okay.
A corn chip in a dip.
I don't participate in
Yeah.
the corn chips
Yep.
in the dip.
Yep.
What's it? Did I
You've
say
never
barbecue?
done like the Frito, I guess this wouldn't be a dip, but like when you like make the like chili bag of the Fritos.
Yeah. And
one of those
we've
in
done.
so
You get the jumbo Fritos.
Yeah.
And do the taco meat and then put the meat in the Fritos and then bake it. Nachos. Oh. Jacob, change it. I want nachos. Get rid of potato chips. Give me nachos.
Okay.
Nachos. Yeah, that's some good stuff right there.
Not taken on my list. 7-layer dip.
I don't care much for it.
I don't like sour cream and I don't like chunky salsa. And so I'm not a huge 7, but I love refried beans to go with my cheese intake. Nobody wants to be around me. Someone said, take a probiotic, call it good. Taquitos. I love taquitos.
Those are good.
Crispy potato skins
Those are good also.
and quesadillas.
Okay.
I have
At a
potato skins
party-
on here twice.
Party food?
Yes.
Quesadillas?
Oh my gosh,
I've never
just a
had
little tray of
quesadillas at a party.
quesadillas. So easy. Pick it up and eat it. Yum.
Jacob, I see what you're doing. I just want you to know it's Black History Month, sir. Okay?
Jacob,
All right.
that's inappropriate.
Do you want to put watermelon up there? Grape drink also, Jacob? Is that what you want to put up there for the people? Thank you. Thank you. Okay, Jacob, thank you.
Hey,
Out here
well-
wilding. On my list, tenders was on there. You took wings, which gave you boneless wings, but both of them, all of them were there. Chili. Chili?
I do love a chili.
And a chili dip.
Yep.
And a spinach artichoke dip. I almost ended up taking that.
How could I forget spinach artichoke dip?
Brownies and cupcakes.
Yeah, they're good.
Like I will save room for one cupcake. Not eating multiple, but I will go.
Especially with the Super Bowl if it has some football theme on it.
Oh yeah,
I
with the
can't
football,
say no.
like the football ring
with
thing
a little
on it.
flag.
Yep. Give me.
I can't
give
say
me
no.
That. And the triangle mini sandwiches.
See, I'm such an anti. I hate a platter of sandwiches
Okay.
because I don't like tomatoes.
See.
And there's always tomatoes on the sandwiches, and
Like
I have
you-
to take them off.
You've got to make the sandwiches
Yeah.
with just the meat and the cheese,
Right,
And then,
have
put
the
everything
extra.
else
Yeah, I agree
on
with
the
that.
side.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll wrap up this show. The Olympics started yesterday. Not officially. The opening ceremonies are Friday. We already had an Olympic event postponed due to something traumatic happening in Milan.
Too many meatballs?
Perhaps. Heated rivalry? Perhaps. Just kidding.
Oh, don't play with the people like that.
Did you know the worst thing about the Washington Post? There's a lot of reasons why the Washington Post firing a third of their staff was terrible, but one of the things that hit me the hardest was somebody pointed out that one of their books writers, I guess she would be like a book specialist, she was like partially responsible for the creators of Heated Rivalry seeing the books that Heated Rivalry were based off of because she reported on the fad and kind of like the explosion of people reading these books. They read her work in the Washington Post and then they created Heated Rivalry. This is what they're taking away from us.
That's why they had to go.
We'll take a break. We'll come back.
Masculinity under attack.
Maybe the NBA trade deadline will do something after a quick break.
Now I'm hungry. For
Oh,
real,
now
for real.
I didn't know Windhorse reported that he was expected to stay.
Who?
Ja.
Oh, Ja.
The heaviest metal credit card of all time. Rumored to be one of only 18 in existence. Plated with the very same tungsten that forged the International Space Station. And wielded at business dinners like a samurai sword. It's a classic corporate power move. But the real power move? Having end-to-end visibility on your most critical shipments. FedEx, the new power move.
I risk my life to tell y'all these truths.
Cat Williams is back. Brand new material, a new tour, and the same legendary laughter he's delivered for decades.
Nick Cannon got 136 children, Jesus. Did you know that?
Always classic, always Cat.
White people are friendly. You can call them at 3 o'clock in the morning with the wrong number and they won't even be mad at you. Hello? No, I'm sorry. No Shaquita here.
The Golden Age Tour. March 6th in FedEx Forum. Get tickets at Ticketmaster.com.
Grizzlies fans, dunks, dimes, and no looks are great on TV, but nothing compares to catching them IRL. And that starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can catch every highlight in person. From seeing your favorite Grizzly stars up close to hearing the squeak of the sneakers on the hardwood. Put that jersey collection to use and get tickets at Ticketmaster. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside, Memphis.
How are you able to release and have an instrumental song become a huge deal?
And I forget who the disc jockey was, but he put the wrong side on. He put the Green Onions by mistake and played the B side instead of the A side.
No!
And that's when the change happened. These people started to call the station and say, play that song again.
The Chris Vernon Show, live on weekdays at noon on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Now that's the new edition way.
I feel like there's another level we can take it to.
What you think, Mike?
2 steps ahead of you, Slick.
What's good, bro?
What you doing, man?
I'm in.
Woman, you don't even know what I'm getting ready to ask you.
Here's the vision. All three of us on the same stage every night.
Gonna be crazy.
No barriers, no separation.
It'll be like 9 kings and a queen.
The next level starts now.
Grizz Nation gets set for tip-off 1 hour before every Grizzlies home game with the warm-up show. Get the latest news, notes, and analysis live from courtside at FedEx Forum.
Who's going to be the tougher team that rebounds and prevents second chance opportunities?
Join me, Lang Whitaker, along with Michael Wallace, Jessica Benson, and other personalities from Grind City Media, Memphis, and around the NBA. 1 hour before every home game, live at Grind City Media on X, YouTube, and the official Grind City Media mobile app.
Nation, you don't have to wait until summer for the ultimate hoops experience with the Junior Grizzlies. Boys and girls ages 6 to 14 can build skills and boost confidence at Junior Grizzlies Spring Camps presented by Ortho South. Find a camp near you and register today at grizzlies.com/Junior Grizzlies.
You got a paper towel out there?
Why? Because you're salivating?
I drooled.
That's disgusting.
I drooled all over the place.
That's disgusting.
I'm so hungry now.
I'm actually starving.
Yeah.
And I wasn't planning to eat again until 1 o'clock today.
Well, somebody's got to open like a party food restaurant, so I can just go grab me a party plate.
Yeah, but then it wouldn't be as special.
Like $11.
It wouldn't feel as special.
What you putting on your party food styrofoam restaurant?
Every single thing that we just talked about.
And we just do it by weight?
Just piled high.
We just do it by weight?
Or they could do it like you want to?
Yes.
This is too good of an idea.
Okay.
So you've probably never been because I don't think we have them in this part of the country, but like a revolving sushi restaurant where you grab the plates. Like the plates are revolving, and so it's coming with different sushis.
Got you.
And it comes past you, and you pick what you want, and then you stack your plates, and you are charged by plates. So if you take 8 plates, you are charged, and the plates are different colors.
Yeah.
And so, like, the more expensive sushi is on like a red plate, and so they would be able to count how many red plates you had, and the cheapest options are on a green plate.
I like it.
My friend and I used to mess the place up in Koreatown in LA. Oh my, I miss it so much. But imagine doing it with party foods.
A party food rotation.
Party food appropriation of a revolving sushi restaurant.
Yes, let's go.
Appreciation, not appropriation. But you get the plates, and you can just take what you want.
Give me the meatball.
That is the most fat-ass American thing that I have ever heard.
Give me the
sushi,
chicken one.
relatively light. Americans, fry it up, put it on a plate.
This rotel. Let me get that right there.
Yeah.
The
But
sandwich?
it would be like a little like bowl of rotel.
Oh, God.
And then like the different like things that you could dip into that could come across too.
Oh, yes. Yeah, we got to do that.
I know they say not to own a restaurant because it's not good business
We
for
could
your
save
money.
downtown with that.
That's a way to save
Put
downtown
that on Bill
Memphis.
Street. It's like, come on, man.
I will single-handedly save downtown Memphis with a revolving. You want that $50 million from the state? Put it towards that. Cracks in the sidewalk, whatever. Safety initiatives.
Get out of here.
Everyone. Who can resist a revolving party food restaurant?
If you get enough party food restaurants, different places in the city, crime is going to go down. Nobody's going to be able to do anything.
You're so
full afterwards.
you can't
Everybody
do
has
things.
the itis afterwards.
Yeah, the cure.
Now, vagrancy and just people sleeping in the middle of
That
the
might
street,
not
that'll
be
go
helped.
up.
Yeah,
but
that would
that's
go up,
fine.
for
Just step
sure.
over them. They're sleeping.
All right. As we get into the end of the show and the rest of this NBA trade deadline day, the Olympics did start yesterday. I know nobody cares. I've been told over and over, nobody cares about the Winter Olympics. But you want to know what? I do.
Who's told you nobody cares?
You.
Okay.
And then Vernon and Roser told me yesterday. They told me women like the Winter Olympics more than men. I said I didn't know this was a gendered thing.
I didn't know it was gendered.
I learned it's because women like sports that are
skating?
judged.
Oh.
And now I have to like deeply think about this because
Do you guys?
I don't know. I think it really comes down to a lot of women like maybe tried ice skating as a kid or gymnastics. So during the Summer Olympics, you get really into that. But I think maybe it's because the stories around the Olympics, maybe that's a testament to NBC. I don't know. I'm in my head now because it's not like I sit here and wait for the Winter Olympics in the same way that I do for the Summer Olympics, but I at least have them on my registrar.
Sophomore thought coming.
Okay.
Because you've got me thinking about the women in the sports that are judged, and a lot of women's sports were that way.
That feels patriarchal.
Well, I think
that feels like the patriarchy.
I think that the only way dudes can accept women in a sporting
is
event
if they could judge them?
is if they get to judge them. Right? So women are allowed to do figure skating and gymnastics.
But let me roll it back because that
Go
is
ahead.
a soft. My first thought is like, yes, CJ, that's so smart. Yeah. But didn't they? If you think back to like Roman gladiators, I know some of it was judged on if you lived or died, but then some of it was like the judgment of the emperor on like who won said battle, similar to how we've gone with boxing and wrestling and all of that.
But eventually, dude sports evolved into a more team space.
Yeah.
And we just kept women out. Right?
Yeah, maybe.
But I got you.
I don't know.
Because wrestling, well, there are things you do in wrestling. Boxing is, I guess there are things you do there too, but that's judged. Okay.
Anyway, the Canada-Finland team sport women's hockey game today postponed due to norovirus. We have norovirus at the Olympics. And I don't know if any of you out there have ever had norovirus, but norovirus spread through my home of the cottage. That's what we called our house my senior year of college. 8 of us lived in that baby. It was called the cottage, and we all got norovirus, and it was one of the most horrific. I got it like 3 weeks after. No, I got it like 3 weeks after I survived salmonella poisoning.
Okay, that's
and then
the Walgreens
norovirus
story.
swept through the house, and I feel like my guts hadn't quite recovered, so my version of norovirus wasn't even as bad as my housemates. But they talk about it like they went to war. To this day, I had a friend who already sent this story and was like, "Did you see norovirus is at the Olympics? Hope they're okay." It's awful. It can spread fast. It's so contagious, and then everybody's puking and everybody's pooping, and it's just a horrific experience.
How many people in the house?
8.
I bet there were smells coming out of that house.
Oh, and we only had like 3 bathrooms.
Oh, that's awful.
But I had my own.
How?
It was an accident. My room had a bathroom attached into the back of it.
Yeah.
So I paid like an extra $50 a month so that I had my own bathroom. It was the greatest $50 I ever spent in my life, and especially that week.
You didn't open up the door
for the people? Of course I did, but you had to like come through. So if I was asleep at night and my door was closed, someone wasn't going to come into my bathroom.
Okay.
You know, I was kind, but I wasn't that kind. There were actually 4. There were 4 bathrooms. I'm now remembering.
Okay.
Anyway, norovirus curling was on this morning. The opening ceremonies are on Friday. And
So wait, if the opening ceremonies are Friday, what the hell was Snoop doing?
he was doing the torch. So the torch goes from city to city. Remember
Okay.
the heated
Yeah,
rivalry
I got
guys? They had their city that the torch was in. And now Snoop, of course, being one of the representatives for the Olympics, because you cannot spell Olympics without Snoop.
The SNOOP?
No, it's in there. The
O-double-G.
Olympics.
What?
I was trying to find the. Oh, there is a P in Olympics. Wow, that was so stupid.
Yeah.
There needs to be an N.
The
Olympics.
Okay.
Sure. Make it work. Anyway, they officially start later on. I will say.
This is Mariah Carey going to perform.
Yeah,
at
Mariah
this.
Carey is going
Okay.
to perform. One of those other people is going to perform.
Will there be a turning
the
point?
opera singer.
Will there be a turning point?
Is there an
alternate
alternative?
performance?
Oh gosh, I don't know. Good question.
Do you remember how upset everybody got during the Summer Olympics at all the gayness
Yes.
that wasn't gay and all the anti-Christianity that
well,
wasn't
no, and then they also
anti-Christian?
like the satanic imagery.
Yeah, that stuff.
Yeah.
That was taken from a Christian painting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In France, that's right. The
Yeah.
Paris opening ceremonies was
Hey, that's
crazy.
that's
I don't think the
anti-Christian.
winter opening ceremonies goes quite as hard usually. But Mariah Carey will change all of that. Anyway, my favorite headline that has come out of this entire experience, and we briefly noted on it yesterday, but how one Olympian fought for the right to skate like a minion. And he will be allowed to skate like a minion. It is a Spanish figure skater, Tomás Laurent Guerion Sabate. Forgive me if I mispronounced. But he has officially been cleared to use the Minions music from Universal. Originally, there was a question of if that music had clearance due to trademark issues. And at first he was told no, and he was going to have to make a new routine. And obviously, he already has the costume. He wears the yellow shirt. He wears the overalls. It was going to be difficult to change the routine a week before the Olympics. But now Universal came through. And now I personally cannot wait to watch the Minion routine. Is it enough to drive you to watch?
No. The Olympics are on the Peacock family, right? They're on the NBC, correct?
Yes, of
And
course.
NBC owns the Minions. I'm assuming NBC owns Universal. And
assume.
so, like, why would NBC
But
not
NBC
just the
doesn't
Minions?
own the Olympics. NBC owns American coverage of the Olympics.
They own the Minions. So, and
Yes.
they're the exclusive over here.
Right, rights provider.
Rights providers. So, like, I would think that they would have been able to handle that pretty quickly. Are you excited about this guy?
I
Is it
will
enough?
like literally find out when he is performing. It has been enough that I am interested to see what a Minions figure skating routine at the Olympics looks like. Yes.
Okay.
Most of my Winter Olympics viewing comes simply from the TV on, I'm bored, let's have this in the background kind of thing. I'll be interested in Lindsey Vonn skiing on a torn ACL. There's a video of her doing squats this morning. I'll be interested in this quad god guy who's a U.S. figure skater named Ilya Malinin. He's supposed to be a prodigy. Chloe Kim coming back for snowboarding. Michaela Schifrin with the skiing. Other than that, I look forward to finding out who piques my interest, who becomes a household name. We don't have a lot of Winter Olympian household names in this country. We're not Norway.
No.
We also don't cheat at ski jumping.
No, we
We don't
don't.
stitch those crotches illegally.
I forgot about the stitched crotch.
Yeah.
No, we don't do that.
No, we don't. But yeah, no, it really turns into like who becomes the story.
Yeah.
And oftentimes we just build on the old stories, like Lindsey Vonn coming out of retirement. And you're like, I know her. She dated Tiger Woods. And I think she won a medal at some point, which she did. And now she's back.
Okay. Do you have that list of Olympians for us to keep an eye on or be excited about?
No,
We
those
gonna
were
get that
literally
tomorrow?
them.
Those were them? Okay. Cool.
I mean, it's the Minion Skater, the Quad God, Lindsey Vonn, all the NHL players, because they get to play in the Olympics this year. That's
Okay.
new. They haven't been able to. Team USA hasn't won since Miracle on Ice. the Kachuk brothers could lead Team USA to a win. And then there's a sport called ski mountaineering, also known as skimo. That's new. That's like their breakdancing. It's the new sport of the Olympics.
What?
Just kidding. It's not breakdancing. Can you imagine breakdancing on skis? That'd be incredible. No, it's they race up and downhill, alternately wearing and carrying their skis in backpacks.
Racing uphill in the snow?
Yeah, with your skis in a backpack.
What?
Yeah, see, you're kind of interested now.
No, I'm confused.
You're a little interested, admit it.
I'm a little interested. I am. Okay.
Smidgen interested.
Just a little bit.
All
Racing
right.
uphill in the snow. Get uphill, put your skis on, and ski down. Huh.
Oh, the chat's mad that, and by the chat, Randall's mad we didn't do Theater Thursday, because I did see Send Help, and it was awesome. My very quick review, it was a blast at the theater. And if you don't like Send Help, you've never thought about wanting to be in that experience before.
What is it, like, to kill
It's
your
a
boss?
woman. No, I mean, I guess technically that's where it ultimately goes. But there's as a woman in many male-dominated spaces over the course of my entire life, there is a part where she, like, I don't want to spoil the movie, but she threatens to do something, and all the women around me were like, hell yeah.
It must be chop something off.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought it was campy. I thought it was fun. It's cheesy,
Okay.
not obnoxiously cheesy. And it just struck me, Rachel McAdams is one of our generation's great actresses. Like the fact that we talk about it all the time. She did The Notebook and Mean Girls in the same year.
Oh, she's in it.
so talented. She's the lead.
Okay.
And they try to make her look ugly, and she's beautiful.
Yeah, you can't
And
make
then she
beautiful
finds
people
herself as a survivalist. I love the idea of survivalism, like those people who study and then they're thrust into an experience where they actually have to perform, and they often do it fairly well. And in this case, she did it very well. It was a blast.
Spoiler alert. Did she get to chop it off?
I'm not telling you.
Oh, man, now I gotta go
I'm
see
not
it.
spoiling the
Now I
movie.
gotta go see it.
I'll spoil one thing. There's this like vomit scene that I was just cackling. I think it's fun to see in theaters.
Okay.
I think it was a fun theatrical experience because we were surrounded by people who were laughing their way through it. And it is a little scary. There's a couple jump scares, but I wouldn't call it a horror movie. It's like a campy survivalist movie. Anywho, happy trade deadline day, everyone. We will see when we are here tomorrow who is on the Memphis Grizzlies. Who is on any team? We're gonna have to do a massive version of who he play for. Maybe we can do that tomorrow. Jacob? Is that asking too much? You know what? Actually, we'll do it after the All-Star break because we're gonna have some time to fill.
Okay.
So we'll play games. Okay. And there's been a lot of movement, random movement.
Yeah.
Jock Landale, already on another team, not even on the Jazz anymore.
Where's he
He's on the Hawks.
Okay.
And Hawks got him for free.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll see how it goes. Stay tuned to Grind City Media all day. Obviously, the big one here in Memphis. Will Ja Morant still be a member of the Memphis Grizzlies after this trade deadline? Gary Parrish show up next. Chris Vernon this afternoon. We will see. And the odds couple today, right? CJ?
Yes.
Yes. Late odds couple.
Yeah, it'll start. Vernon will probably
'Cause he'll
go
go
right
all
up
the way
to
through the trade deadline.
205, and then odds will come on 215, 220, something
All
like
right.
that.
We'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.
Now, I've got to go find a dip. There's got to be a dip.